am more than breast cancer.
I am more than gastric cancer.
I am more than Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 3.
I am more than Lynch syndrome.
I am more than metastatic male breast cancer.
I'm more than PMDD.
I am more than diabetes.
I am more than lupus.
I am more than FAP.
Welcome to More Than a Diagnosis. I'm Den.
And I'm Jess. This podcast is about so much more than cancer, chronic illness, or the labels we've been given. It's about reclaiming our lives, finding community, and thriving in ways we never thought possible.
Whether you're a patient, a caregiver, or just someone curious about what it means to live beyond a diagnosis, we're so glad you're here.
As this year comes to a close, we wanted to pause. Not necessarily to wrap things up neatly in a tidy little bow for 2025, but more to sit with some of the conversations that have shaped this year. What you're about to hear are a few moments from different episodes this year. Different topics, a couple different voices, but all rooted in the same truth, that living with cancer or chronic illness is layered, complicated, and deeply human. Wherever you're landing today, whether you're feeling reflective, exhausted, hopeful, or somewhere in between, you're welcome here. Let's start with something many of us learn the hard way.
Sometimes it's about focusing our energy on the people who have decided to show up for us and the relationships that we have been able to maintain on the other side of all of this.
I also think that there's power in letting go.
Yeah.
If that person wasn't there for us, we get to decide whether we want to let them back into our lives or not.
Yes.
It's ultimately our own decision, and
yes,
I think, at least for me, I'm going to protect my peace at all costs.
absolutely.
Because we fought tooth and nail to get where we are.
Yep.
And to let that back in, which may not be beneficial for our lives and overall health.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
We get to choose. The decision is ours.
Yeah.
And it's okay to let go.
Absolutely. It
As
really
painful
is.
as it is, but it's okay.
One of the hardest lessons that comes with illness is learning who stays and who doesn't. And sometimes, even when people do stay, the weight of everything we're carrying can still feel overwhelming. In this next clip, Liz shares honestly about a period where nothing was working and what it looked like to let herself be exactly where she was.
Honestly, that part was the hardest part. I've gone through so many struggles throughout this diagnosis, and I've made sure to meditate, to journal, to do earthing, to listen to music that soothes me, just really pouring into myself and, you know, connecting with others. All of those things would help me get out of those moments of struggle. But this time that wasn't helping. Nothing was helping.
Yeah.
I just fell into like this deep depression, and I was like, okay, Alyssa, this is big. Like, you have to just let yourself be here right now.
Yeah.
This is where you're at. You're in depression, and it's okay. You don't want to stay here. At least you're aware and you know that you want to get out, but you have to like allow yourself to feel this. Keep trying the things that you're doing.
It's such a hard place to be in.
It is, because it's like, I don't want to feel this way, but
Exactly.
it's not stopping. Like, I could not stop thinking about like how much I just wanted to eat. Like, I'm like, it's just constantly on my mind. And
Yeah.
it was just so, I don't know, it was pretty devastating. And so at that point I was like, okay, let me reach back out to my therapist, because it had been some time. I'm like, because nothing is working.
Yep. You're like, I've used all the tools in my toolbox.
Yes.
And I still am feeling in the dark.
Sitting in the dark like that can feel isolating, and it can feel heavy. But that heaviness doesn't mean there's no room for laughter or relief or moments of breath in between. This next conversation reminds us that humor doesn't erase the hard stuff. Sometimes it just helps us survive it.
And, you know, we're not saying that mental health struggles are funny or hilarious, but sometimes laughing is what keeps us going.
Yep.
I won't ever forget, after my colon removal, I realized that my bowel movements had changed, and oftentimes I don't have as much control as I'd like.
Yeah.
So there were close calls and then just not making it at all. And
Yeah.
I would cry a lot. It's
I'm
something I
sure.
wasn't used to.
Yeah.
These changes were really hard to process.
Yeah.
You know, but this one time I didn't make it and I got up and I almost slipped. Something about almost slipping cracked me up. I was laughing so hard. Instead of sad tears, it was those laughter tears.
Yep.
It was the funniest thing.
Yep.
And it was in that moment, that split second, that I didn't feel so crappy about myself and not making it to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a massive cleanup, in order, but
Clean up on aisle 5.
Yep,
Clean up on
exactly.
aisle 5.
Code brown.
My goodness.
But that's all it took for me to feel less humiliated about what had just occurred.
Yeah.
For
sure.
And it made a really big difference from then on.
It does. I feel like, shit happens.
Literally.
And figuratively. Both, right?
Somewhere between coping and collapsing, many of us are forced into a kind of reckoning with our bodies, our limits, and what life looks like now. That's where radical acceptance comes in. Not giving up, but stopping the fight with reality. Here's a moment from that conversation.
And I think sometimes there's a misconception because people hear acceptance and they think that it means giving up or pretending that everything is fine. But we know that it's not like that at all.
Exactly. I feel like radical acceptance is really about noticing reality as it is, without judgment, without being so self-critical. It doesn't mean you have to like it. Let me just throw that out there.
Yes, it is so true. Because the thing that I've learned is that once we start doing that, once we start leaning into radical acceptance, even just a little bit, that it does take some of the weight off and it makes our life feel a tiny bit more manageable, even when it's hard.
Acceptance doesn't mean that things stop being hard. And for a lot of people, the end of the year brings everything to the surface: grief, gratitude, exhaustion, and the pressure to feel a certain type of way. This final clip speaks to that tension and the permission to let multiple truths exist at once.
It's important that we take the time to recognize that it isn't all just gratitude and fun and light and airy energy, right? It is heavy sometimes.
I see you if you're too tired to cook and dinner today is toast. I see you if the holidays tend to bring a little bit more grief than joy. I see you if you're masking pain around people who don't get it.
Yep.
We're not pushing advice. We're not pushing gratitude in your face. In fact, I think it's really important for us to respect when someone is not in a place to feel gratitude. It's just as important.
Absolutely.
And so if you are in that place where gratitude's just not there, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Whatever it is that you are dealing with, whatever heavy thing it is, whether it's a new diagnosis, whether it is news that you were not expecting to get, pains that you have been dealing with for a long time, or flare-ups, or whatever it is, it's okay. It's okay if you're not feeling it, because it will come back.
As we step into a new year, we just want to say this: you don't have to be healed, hopeful, or optimistic to belong here. If 2025 asked more of you than you expected, if you're still figuring things out, if you're simply still here, that counts. Thank you for being a part of this community, for listening, and for letting these conversations meet you where you are. We'll see you next year, and until then, please take care of yourselves in whatever way feels possible. And remember, you are more than a diagnosis.
Thanks for joining us on More Than a Diagnosis. We hope today's conversation left you feeling seen, heard, and maybe even a little more connected.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might need it.
And if you're looking for a place to connect with others who truly get it, join our support circle at morethanadiagnosis.org, where we will continue this conversation. It's free, it's welcoming, and it's built for you.
Because no one should have to navigate this alone.
Until next time,
keep living, keep growing, and remember,
you are more than a diagnosis.